Hey beautiful soul, it's Pandora. Welcome back to our sacred birth date series, where we explore the energy your soul chose by arriving on a particular day. Today we're diving into the deeply spiritual, contemplative, and almost otherworldly vibration of the 7th. If you were born on the 7th of any month, March 7th, July 7th, November 7th, this message is for you. Or if someone you love holds this birth vibration, this will help you understand them on a soul-deep level. Because people born on the 7th aren't like everyone else. You don't rush, you don't need the spotlight, you don't follow crowds. You observe, you think, you feel, and often, without a single word, you understand what most people never even realize. You were born with an inner world that runs oceans deep. You're not here to float on the surface, you're here to dive all the way in. The spiritual meaning of the number 7 in numerology. Let's begin with the vibration of number 7. Because it's one of the most spiritual, mystical, and soul-connected numbers in the entire numerology system. The number 7 carries the energy of spiritual awakening, inner wisdom and truth-seeking, and sacred solitude, intuition and introspection, and mental depth and mystery and analysis. 7 is the bridge between the material and the mystical. It asks, what is the meaning beneath this moment? What's really going on under the surface? Who am I when no one's watching? It's the number of the philosopher, the monk, the scientist, the mystic, and the intuitive. And if you were born on the 7th, you carry this frequency in every breath, every thought, every quiet stare into the sky. You're not here for noise, you're here for meaning. Core personality traits of people born on the 7th. If you were born on the 7th, you likely feel a bit different, even from a young age. You've probably always been introverted or selectively social and inquisitive and mentally sharp and drawn to the unseen, unexplained, or mysterious emotionally. Private but deeply sensitive or comfortable alone than in crowds. Quietly rebellious. You think for yourself. Highly intuitive, empathic, or even psychic. You may have loved books more than parties. You may have questioned everything. Religion, rules, what people called normal. You may feel drained by small talk, but deeply alive in one-on-one soul conversations. Your presence is calm, observant, and wise. You often know things without knowing how you know them. You carry ancient energy in a modern body, and while others may call you mysterious, you're just tuned into a different wavelength. Your emotional world, still waters, deep feelings. Your emotions are vast but often hidden. You don't always express how you feel, not because you're cold, but because you're always analyzing what you feel and you don't want to be misunderstood. You struggle to find people who can meet you at your emotional depth. You've learned to keep things sacred rather than share them too freely. As a result, many 7-born souls are misunderstood. People might say you're distant, aloof, or unapproachable, but that couldn't be further from the truth. You just feel safer in your inner world. You don't need external noise to validate your experience. But even so, your heart longs to be seen by someone who understands that your silence is sacred, not empty. Your shadows, where the growth happens. Let's look at your shadows, not because they define you, but because they hold the key to your spiritual expansion. 1. Isolation. You value solitude, but sometimes you use it to hide. You push people away because they overwhelm you, or because you fear they'll never really get you. But isolation isn't healing, it's a defense. And your soul is here to learn connection through discernment, not withdrawal. 2. Overthinking. Your mind is powerful, but when unchecked, it spirals. You may analyze yourself or others endlessly, creating stories that disconnect you from your body and heart. You're here to remember, not everything needs to be solved. Some things are meant to be felt. 3. Disconnection from the physical world. You live in your head, in spirit, in dreams. And sometimes you neglect your physical body, your earthly needs, or your sensual experience. You are a soul, but you are also here in a body. Eat the fruit, touch the grass, let yourself be fully alive. 4. Spiritual bypassing. Because you think deeply and feel subtly, you may avoid confronting pain by spiritualizing it too quickly. Everything happens for a reason, might be true, but you still need to grieve what hurt you. Your past lives and soul contracts. People born on the 7th often carry strong echoes of past lives where they were, and monks, nuns, or spiritual recluses, and mystics, oracles. or seers and philosophers, scribes or scholars and alchemists, or occult practitioners and witnesses of ancient wisdom in temples, caves, and sacred sites. You may have spent lifetimes devoted to contemplation and spiritual service, sometimes in total solitude, and in this life your soul still craves depth. But this time the invitation is different. You're not here to live alone on the mountain. You're here to integrate the sacred into the everyday, to bring your wisdom into relationships, into work, into life, not just spirit, love and relationships. In love you are want and loyal but slow to trust, emotionally selective but deeply committed and drawn to soulful conversations and quiet intimacy in private about your feelings, but capable of deep devotion. You are not built for shallow flings. You crave a partner who sees into your soul and respects your space. Challenges in love include withdrawing when overwhelmed and being misunderstood as cold or disinterested, avoiding vulnerability to protect your inner world, needing solitude in a way that can confuse others. But when you're loved well, gently, patiently, with reverence, you open like the ocean, still, vast, powerful. You give your whole heart to those who earn your trust. Career and soul-aligned work. You don't chase money, you chase meaning. You're not here to follow orders. You're here to question systems, observe people, and uncover spiritual truth. You thrive in careers that allow in deep thinking and reflection, and in research and writing, in spiritual exploration and solitude, or independence and creative freedom, inner mastery. Aligned paths for the seven born include writer, researcher, philosopher and spiritual teacher, intuitive or energy healer, trance psychologist, therapist or analyst and artist, poet or musician and scientist or data analyst and librarian, editor or scholar and astrologer, numerologist or metaphysical guide. But remember, your purpose isn't what you do, it's who you become in the process of seeking. Your soul's mission. You are here to walk between worlds, to take spiritual truth and make it real, to show others that wisdom doesn't have to be loud, and that silence holds power. You're not here to entertain, you're here to awaken, to remind others that presence is enough and stillness is sacred. Truth isn't told, it's felt. And most of all, you're here to trust your own knowing. You may doubt yourself because you're so internal, but the truth is your soul is ancient, your intuition is sacred, and your life is a lantern in the dark. Healing themes for the seventh born soul. Your growth begins when you 1. Allow connection. Let yourself be seen, not by everyone, but by someone. Don't hide behind intellect. Let people into your heart. 2. Trust your body. Ground your thoughts through embodiment. Eat well. Sleep. Touch. Walk. Move. You are not just mind, you are sacred flesh. 3. Release perfectionism. You don't need to have it all figured out. Let mystery be mystery. Let your growth be messy. 4. Integrate spiritual with practical. Don't just meditate, do the dishes. Don't just dream, build the vision. You're here to live the sacred, not just think it. Affirmations for the seven-born soul. These affirmations are yours. Speak them slowly. I trust my intuition completely, and my inner world is a sacred gift. I am safe to be seen and loved. Wisdom flows through me with ease. I am grounded, guided, and aligned. My presence is enough. Closing message from my heart to yours. To the soul born on the 7th. You are not lost. You are listening. You are not cold. You are careful. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are the silence that heals. The pause before truth. The gaze that sees what others miss. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to witness what others ignore and remind them what's real. So keep seeking. Keep listening. And when it's time, share your light. Because even if no one says it, the world needs your quiet wisdom more than ever. This is Pandora, bowing to your mystery, your clarity, your truth. Until next time.